Good day to everybody out there. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health, Drink a Glass of Water. Dame Dash versus 50 Cent. This is kind of weird to me how 50 Cent is tearing down Diddy as if he hasn't already been convicted, not only in a court of public opinion, but also in a court of law. He's been sentenced to 48, 50 months in jail. And I don't think a lot of us can understand 50 Cent's perspective because he did have a baby by the woman that was in the court case with Diddy. Initially when I saw 50 Cent coming at Diddy, it was just slight jabs. And I'm like, this is interesting. Why is he? I know he not acting like this over the. At first I'm thinking it was some like competition in the music industry and he's just saying his name to try to compete with Ciroc because he had the F and vodka at the time. And maybe I'm thinking that maybe that's what 50 does. So I'm thinking maybe he's trying to create some type of friendly competition where F and vodka and Ciroc are both on the same pedestal. And he's kind of trying to collaborate and market that way. Marketed and advertising at his finest. But then he would continue to take digs and jabs at Diddy. And I'm like, is this about the Mace thing where he was trying to sign Mace and Diddy wouldn't let Mace out the contract? I think he wanted $2 million. And 50 said that Mace isn't worth $2 million, so he wasn't going to pay the $2 million. So part of me was thinking it had something to do with that. And then when this case comes out, you see that Jane Doe happens to be Daphne Joy, who is 50 Cent's son, his second son's mother. And that's when things started to make sense a lot more. This is why he's doing this. This is why he's coming at the man. But I don't understand how and why he's taking it so hard. And then when you look at it, you hear Rick Ross saying, I was around Baby Boy, his son. And I don't know if this is because he had a relationship with Diddy. Ross and Diddy had a relationship. So that means that when the girl was over with Diddy's crib, Puff probably was on some diabolical sinister stuff and said, yo, Ross, we got 50's baby mother over here, hide the baby boy over here, come over here, whatever. We don't know what he was doing with that young man. And because, these people in the industry, So we don't know what he possibly could have been doing to that little boy. And this is all alleged. So we don't know if 50 Cent feels some kind of way behind that. They had my son around Rick Ross, knowing I don't deal with Ross. And not only my son is over here, but now my baby mother is dealing with Puff. So we don't understand 50 Cent's perspective at all. So I can't say he's tripping. I can't say he's bugging for how he's acting. But to put a whole docu-series out speaks volumes. This shows how hurt he is. Because is there really a bag behind this docu-series? Is it really that kind of money? He's putting it out on Netflix. It's not like he's bottling it up and putting it in capsules and selling it directly to consumer. I don't know. So then a couple months ago, Dame Dash and Cameron was going through their thing. And Dame basically was like, it's some bull crap that he's doing the paid in full documentary. Because what has happened with the Puff Daddy series that he was talking about putting out? It never happened. So what makes you think the paid in full thing is going to happen? This was Dame Dash. The documentary didn't come out with Puff, so what makes y'all think Paid in Full is going to come out? This is what he's saying, basically. So yesterday, or the day before, it was announced that the docuseries was coming out on Netflix. So 50 Cent goes onto his Instagram and basically says to Dame Dash, or to the public, never trust, let's go to the exact post. He says, whatever you do, don't believe people like this. They're desperate looking for attention. And he had a picture of Dame Dash with his teeth taken out with his glasses on. Happy holidays. This is what he said. And this was a response back because Dame Dash was pretty much saying that 50 Cent was lying about the Diddy documentary. So on and so forth. To be honest with you, I'm getting mind boggled with a whole bunch of this stuff. So then Dame Dash responds and he says, never trust a man, a black man, Let's see exactly what he says. To be honest with you, we want to make sure we get this right. Dusko Poppington. So Dame comes back and he says, he puts a picture up of 50 Cent and Jane Doe on Diddy's case, Daphne Joy, where 50 was at the beach. Never trust a black man that will make a documentary tearing down another black man for a white man. That's nasty work. I'm not playing these ghetto games. That's played out. Never trust a black man that will make a documentary tearing down another black man for a white man. That's nasty work. So that was Dame's response back to 50 Cent. And to me, Dame does have a point. He has a really good point of where we can come on here and tear down each other. You know, it's like, what a Harvey Weinstein doc? Where all these other documents about the Pope and the Christian and the Catholic Church? Where these docs at, Fifth? They was dealing with children in them churches. But, you know, it sounds like a bunch of middle school games to me, high school games, rich men running around here, mad at each other because I slept with your woman. I got more money than you. A whole bunch of nonsense that don't really make sense to me. But it's entertainment. It's good for views. It's good for content. It's good for distraction. As you can see, I'm living here off grid. Just got back from the nursery from picking up some more plants. Bought some lavender, bought some rosemary. No rosemary. Bought some lavender. Bought some Inga plants, Inga trees. Ice cream bean. They're good for the nitrogen fixer. Bought some raspberries, 4 raspberries. Bought some thyme, herb. And I also bought some basil. Bought a basil. Bought a couple other things. Bought some stuff yesterday as well. Adding to the food for us here. You know, we like to grow our own food. We live off grid here in the jungle of Central America. And, you know, I like to keep up with the hip hop news for whatever reason. Mainly because that's how I was raised. Kind of addicted to it, to be honest with you. Not to say I can't get away from it. So I'm just reporting on this today. And I feel like I just want to tap into the algorithm just a little bit, if that makes sense. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about this Dusko Poppington, also known as Dame Dash versus 50 Cent versus Diddy. You know, and what y'all, if y'all think 50 Cent is going too far by putting out the documentary on Puff, is Dame Dash going too far by talking about, you know, trusting another black man, tearing another black man down for the white man? I think he has a valid point there. But is 50 actually having, what is 50 cents? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm kind of done talking about this for now. If y'all could hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. This is See Thy Wealth. Water your health. Drink a glass of water.